I think we're at a pivotal point in the politics of birth and the history of birth.
That's a turning point, we might say, in the history of mankind.
The problem with birth today is that women don't know they can do it.
Women are no longer able to believe in their own processes sometimes.
The risk management effect is creating a whole series of negative views of how birth can and should happen.
Now I think we're doing much more harm than good.
What we've got are systems of care that encourage unnecessary intervention or interference in birth.
So institutions are getting very defensive about their practices because they're afraid of complaints and litigation attached to very poor outcomes. So they build up a pattern of protecting their own back through institutional regulation.
We are beginning to believe that technology is superior to our natural ability, and I think this is dangerous.
In developed countries around Europe, 30% going up to 50% caesarean section rate. Once we go past 50, we're getting into the realms where it's no longer normal to have a vaginal birth.
There's increasing evidence that caesarean section has an impact on the neonate at a very fundamental epigenetic level.
We may end up in a society where we have weakened the oxytocin system. And that might mean then that people become less interactive, less friendly, and more stressed.
Natural birth has become an endangered species and we need to save it. And we need to save it because the future physical, emotional and mental health and well-being of our culture depends on it.
What's really exciting is that right now there's a revolution happening in birth and there's a revolution happening with filmmaking.
We're doing something that hasn't been done before.
So it's an ongoing online internet TV channel all about birth.
We've got our cameras and we can go around the world, we can go and film people and put their voices up on our stage.
All right, I'm May Gaskin.
Dr. Sarah Buckley.
Michel Odent.
Elizabeth Davis.
Sheila Kitzinger.
Debra Pascali-Bonaro.
Professor of Midwifery at the University of Sydney.
Professor of Midwifery Studies at the University of Central Lancashire.
Professor of Midwifery in Trinity College Dublin.
Full Professor of Physiology.
Professor in Midwifery at King's College London.
President of Lamaze International.
Consultant obstetrician and gynaecologist.
General Secretary of the Royal College of Midwives.
The most important part of One World Birth is to build a powerful community.
It's not a virtual power, it's real power. And people will have to listen. Everyone's getting goosebumps. They're shouting, they're all writing in capitals. Come on, yes, let's do this.
This is about you. This is about all the voices right around the world.
That huge, powerful, global movement that will make change.
I remember thinking, if we get birth right, we get the world right. And I still believe that, fundamentally and absolutely.
I want to change the world by allowing every mother to have the birth that she wants.
I think every woman has the potential. I think it's up here and in here. She has to believe.
We need to get back in touch with our bodies and feel confident that birth is a normal physiological thing, and provided you've got good midwifery support and good emotional support from other companions, that women can do it.
I'm all the time getting evidence of the activity that's building up, the swirling commitment that women have, is that women will take back childbirth.
If we can't take on the challenges that life
enables us to take on, then you kind of think, what's the point really? Is it just about profit and logistics? And we are the poorer for that.
Every woman that is moved and has an empowering birth, every student that understands her place in caregiving, I feel like I've made a difference.